and welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's get right into this video. So Modelones sent me their mini acrylic powders to review for you guys, and in that package we also get some acrylic liquid monomer and a number 12 size brush. And from first impressions of this brush, it is very flimsy and cheap, so most likely you will not be able to do acrylic with this. You might need to get a new brush. And then we have a 120 milliliter bottle of acrylic liquid monomer, and it is slow setting, so basically what that means is it takes longer to dry. And that kind of got in the way of me doing my set, but I will get more into that later on. I turned them over so you can see, and as you can see, these colors are very pretty. They most are pastels, and this is one of the dark pinks. They are 10 grams, little tubes, and very small. So if you are starting out, this would be a good choice to get instead of getting the big ones and paying more. So just get these little cute ones, and I'm going to be swatching these colors for you guys up close. So here is that. And then after swatching this last color, this is what all of the colors look like side by side. And in the first row, the white is a 2-in-1, so you can use it as dip powder. And then also in the first row, we have two of them with some little shimmers in it. And the third row, more of the brighter colors. And then the last row, we have a silver glitter. In the 01 color beside the 16, it is also like a shimmery pink. And these are the numbers to these acrylics, just in case you guys are looking for the exact color. And this is what the swatches look like. So getting into this nail set, as you can see, my nails are a little bit shiny. I didn't prep my nails because I wasn't keeping these on, so I didn't feel like it was necessary. But if you are planning to keep these on, you want to go in with the prep, removing the shine from your nails and using dehydrator and primer. And then you want to glue on your tips, but instead I just glue on my tips, and I'm using my KDS glue. And even though my nails were shiny, the KDS glue still stick nicely. I didn't have to hold it in place that long, so this KDS glue is really good. I do recommend it, and I will leave the link for it down below to where you can get it. And then next, since these nail tips are already pre-shaped, I didn't have to do much filing, but I just felt like I should do it because I always do it. And I just filed the free edge and the sides a little bit, and then I'm just going in with the acrylic. And as you can see, I'm not using the brush that came in the kit because that brush was so flimsy. I just wasn't about to deal with that, so I'm using my not polished brush that I won in a giveaway, and this brush works really good. So for the first nail, I just started off, I forget what color I'm using. I'm not looking at the acrylics right now, but I started off with the little mint green color and just worked that on the tip of the nail. And when I started doing this nail, it was going good, but the more acrylic that I added, like, I realized the acrylic wasn't drying as fast as it should. And this is a slow setting monomer, which means like it takes longer to set basically. And then my room was cold, so like those two mixing together, these acrylics wasn't drying as fast as I needed them to, so the more acrylic that I added, I just ended up wiping it off the nail. So here I'm just doing that ombre, and I'm going in with the blue color and just fading that into the matte green color. So for my next nail, I wanted to go for a deep V French tip look, but as you can see, my first bead, it looks a little watery, and these acrylics are a little bit chalky. I don't know how to explain the consistency. Maybe you can see it in the videos, but that did it did kind of get in the way of applying this. And I thought like adding a little bit more monomer would do the trick, but it just got a little bit too wet and started flooding everywhere. And I tried to add less monomer and the beads were too dry. So I just kind of went in between like I was doing for the first nail. And like I said, I was going to go for a long V French tape, but the acrylic was so hard to like mold in place, so I just went for a slanted look that was much easier. And so here I'm just adding a bead near the cuticle, and if it floods my cuticle, I'm just taking the tip of my brush and just wiping around the cuticle area, putting it on the paper towel that you see in the background. And here I'm just taking the body of my brush to kind of get that line as straight as I can, and I will go in with filing once I finish the other nails. And I do feel like my application could have been a little bit better, but like I said, the monomer is slow setting and my room was cold, so the acrylic stayed wet for a little bit too long, which caused me to like move it all over the nail, and sometimes which caused it to like flood everywhere. So yeah, and then next I'm going in with this color. It is a blue shimmer color, and this color was the easiest to use so far out of the 3 colors that I used. And it's most likely because it's just clear with some glitter in it, and as you know, clear acrylic is the strongest out of all the acrylics because the colors have pigment in them, which is not like pure acrylic, if that makes sense. So yeah, this was the easiest color to use. It did go on a little bit better, and I'm just doing this nail a full glitter. And also I will say that these acrylics are not bad at all. Maybe it's just because my room was cold, which caused it to set even slower, which caused it to be more runnier, but as you can see, I am using these pretty good. And if you are starting off with doing acrylic, these would be most convenient for you because they are smaller and you don't have to pay a lot of money for these. They are super affordable, and they didn't send me the link to where I can get like this specific kit, so I will most likely try to find it. If not, then I will just link their website and you can just browse on there. And so here I'm just going back into my ring finger and just crisping up that line with my hand file. And I didn't add the other nails because I didn't want this video to be super long, since I was like having a little complications with doing this, so I didn't want you guys to just sit through that process of me struggling to apply this acrylic. So I just did another ombre on my index finger and then a blue to glitter ombre on my thumb. And then I'm just going back in with that glitter on my ring finger and just filling in the remainder of the nail, making sure to get in the crease and patting that into place. And then I did encapsulate these nails, but I didn't show it because like I said, I didn't want this video to be super long. But I did use their clear acrylic powder. These are what the nails look like before I encapsulate. And then after I encapsulated and waited for these nails to dry, I'm just taking my hand file and just reshaping the nails, going over the surface. And I will go in with my MelodySusie nail drill and file the surface to remove the bulk of the nails. And I'm just going to let you enjoy that process. And I didn't keep much filing in the video because, like I said, I didn't want to make it super long. These are what the nails look like after I have finished filing, shaping, buffing, and doing all of that. And so far they do look pretty good. So next I'm taking the top coat and going over the nails, and then I will cure for 60 seconds. And since there were some clear parts, I didn't know if it was that noticeable, but I went ahead and went underneath the nails where the glitter were at, and I just added some of the top coat as well. And then I cured. I'm adding my cuticle oil. And these are what the nails look like. I do love how these turn out. They came out better than I thought they would. I feel like I say that after every nail set I do, but they really do turn out better than I expected. And I do recommend these acrylics powders. They are super easy to use and they are convenient for beginners. I do love these. I will be using these in future videos. I love the colors, the glitters, and as always, if you have made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.